So that's how I want to kick it. It's quite simple. You have different levels of Freemasonry from the way I was taught. No, I'm not a member or anything like that. However, when you get into the more science temple, they throw around a lot of knowledge, and some of those brothers were in the Freemasonic lodge, and maybe moved on and moved up and became Moors. Because from what I'm hearing, that's also a part of the ranking, but that's not what I'm here to talk about. I want to focus on one thing. Now, there's something or school when you get into Freemasonry, which actually goes into the making or the building, or they say the temple of the mind. Well, depends on the levels of Freemasonry how you deal with, but on the first level, it's dealing with operative masonry, and that's what you call speculative. And operative masonry is when you physically get the knowledge to build something, and there's certain aspects of that knowledge that's a secret, right? That's what I want to kind of focus on. So when you study masonry, they're going to make you think that it's based on the old time way of masonry, which was lodging together, brothers lodging together and building together, and learning how to build and do masonry and carpentry, which is a form of building stone masonry together. And that's the first aspect of it. That's the first aspect of it. That's actually the history of it, is the physical building of buildings and structures. However, masonry has advanced, and that's what I want to kind of go into right now real quick. Like, masonry has went into the building of people, civilization, and learning how to take what you would call a raw form, or like say you, a physical person, that may look one way, and change you into what you would consider like a god or a supreme being. So like, say for instance, you become, or you get into the world of celebrityhood. You become a celebrity. You may look one way coming in, but after you're done, they done gave you a makeover, this, that, and the third, and you look totally different. That's a form of Freemasonry. However, there's an aspect of Freemasonry when you become a master mason. And a lot of people don't know this, where you are given access to what would be considered a mask. Osiris, Aset, especially Tahuti, you see them with these animal figures over their head. And you think that this is some cartoon mumbo jumbo. However, this was a mask, or actually a being, beyond a mask, but a being that they were able to shapeshift into. So now in Freemasonry, there's this big thing about who has the best mastery over the mask. See, a lot of people that you see on television and stuff like that, I'll say 90% of them, if they make it on television, unless they have a lot of money, like coming in that they inherited or something, or they're able to just put up cash money, not credit, or if this credit is like their credit card or a black card, they could just swipe it or something. But other than that, if they don't have this certain amount of money, which is like over 50 grand in cash to get on television usually, most of them are in forms of secret societies, whether it's Freemasonry or what it may have you, and they have this mask that you have to be a 33rd degree Mason to even issue out or wear. And when I say this mask, there's several masks that you may get access to. And this is how, in their school, how they consider themselves becoming rich. You see, because if you're able to change your image in various ways and nobody knows who you are, you could get rich like that, right? I'm serious. Like, if you're able to be a bum and then you turn into a stockbroker, and then after that you go into being a billionaire within the course of a day, nobody would really visa who you were. They just stuck on the image when you was a bum. They didn't see you when you went and did your Superman, wherever that may be, in your booth, which is for these Freemasons to lodge, because no one has real access to be able to view what they're doing. And this is where they change or going to their change. And there's people 33rd degree and up, because there's degrees higher than 33rd degree, but it's a secret. I'm not going to go into how high it goes. I don't want to discuss that. But 33rd degree up, they get into physical making of man. They say, who made you? Or see, they say a mason is a made man. And people laugh at that. Like, oh, they up under their butt boy. They up under someone else. That's the cloak and the image that they want to keep you away from the technology and the secrets that they got. They're able to change their image. This is why they're like, well, how come Masons got money and people just not in the lodge or not initiated, they seem to be struggling. And it's true. You see that a lot, and it's because they not only they have access to this, but then they have a brotherhood and a camaraderie where they're able to share in this technology. However, this has changed, and that's what I'm here to report. Based on this annuity, there's a new version of this technology out. There's a new annuity, and I have to report it all the time. You guys know I get into 1 to 0 binary code of sports. Check out my other videos, all on the channel. I got over 500 videos. You got to find it where I talk about what that means. So I'm not going to stop with that here. Just go back and reference the 1 to 0 binary code when I speak of that in the titles. However, there's an annuity because there's a new version of that technology, and it's kind of got a lot of people, even in the secret societies, warped. No one knows what they're going to do. Is fucking up the market and the business world. And a lot of this stuff that I'm talking about, you don't even know it exists. So you guys really think when you turn on television and every time you see that news anchor, you think that's the same person every day. You don't see the mask and the fact that they're a part of this secret society called everybody, where that news anchor is an image that may be owned by one person that may, yes, look like that. However, it's being sold and brokered over and over and over again. And this is what a lot of you guys don't realize. So this is how people really become rich for real. If you had $1 million and everyone knew, how are you going to be rich? Everybody's accessing your money, trading off of it. You're not rich. You're sharing your money with other people. Just like with people with fiat notes, I tell them all the time, they got all this money, like I'm rich. Anyone can, if they got the right type of money, can trade off of that, whether you like it or not, because you haven't learned how to take back ownership over it, which I teach a course on how to do that, how to own fiat notes. You could crack the code on these fiat notes. However, most people, average layman and woman, they don't know that. So the new annuity is going into, that's what we just spoke about earlier, and there's a new version of this is going to be the new rich, is what I'm calling it. Of how you could become rich without going into these secret societies. I promised you guys I was going to bring it to you, and finally the annuity came up. It took long enough where I could bring you information on like this priceless code that I told you that in my search in these high-level secret societies and Illuminati, you have to look for one thing, and I'm still not going to disclose what that one thing is. However, this annuity has proved to me that even though this particular chamber is what it is on this planet, is on this dimension and on this planet, Freemasons don't have all the access, believe it or not, or even these high-level Illuminists don't have the full knowledge on how to create unlimited wealth and progress. There's a lot of secrets that you might be in the secret society and you think you got it all that you don't know. So keep tuning in and watching these videos. I'm going to go into more, just a little bit of information and inspiration for the new rich people that aspire to become wealthy, that think that the only way to do this is to sell your soul. It's not. However, it is a formula. I'm going to continue to share it. It's not, you can't just wake up and do it, because you will get stopped on money levels. See, they let you on certain, like they let you in. That's what they don't teach you. When you get to certain money levels, they'll block you, and if you don't know how to get around it, like say for instance, you're like, okay, I want to make 6 figures now. There's a formula for that. I want to make $1 million now, or 7 figures. There's a formula for that. And if you don't know the formula, you'll get blocked. So I'll be coming up with more. You guys stay vigilant. And you, as always, stay peaceful out there. Have a great day. Peace.